Hey guys, I'm Dupree, and today I am showing you shots that pool players hate to shoot but must know how to do, and obviously teach you how to do them. So, we're going to go ahead and start off with one of the most common shots that pool players hate having to shoot. And those are the long straight-in shots where you're stuck on the rail. So let's say we played this shot. I'm going to have to adjust my cue ball after this because I want to make it straight in to start. But we shoot that, and now we're stuck on the rail, and we have to shoot this 9. What people will normally do is just get down and rush it. And that causes them to miss. And they usually put a little bit of spin. Well, I don't need that. They usually put a little bit of spin on their cue ball, which throws off the whole shot. So, obviously on harder shots, you need to take your time with it. Because on this shot, if you put any left or right spin, the cue ball can go off course, and you have to kind of adjust for that. See, I adjusted there, and this is what happens if you use left spin and do not adjust. And left spin throws the cue ball off to the right. It goes off to the right, and since you have to elevate the back of your cue to get off of that rail, it curves back to the left. So it goes off to the right, and then it goes to the left. If you hit it hard, then it's just going to go to the right, and it won't curve back in time, and you'll miss it. So this is a shot that takes practice. These are the shots you must practice. Practice, practice, practice until your muscles get them down. And my table might not allow me to make it because it's a little unlevel. Well, that's how it should look. And take more of your time. You do not need to elevate so much on this rail. A lot of people, when they get stuck on a rail, they elevate it like that much. You don't need that much. You just need about here. You can still keep your cue fairly level and just keep your tip pretty even with that rail. And you should be fine to keep your cue ball on a straight path. Just make sure you're not applying any right or left spin that you do not want. Another shot that players hate but need to know how to shoot is when you get stuck on the wrong side of a ball. Wrong side of a ball. And that would be, let's say, in this case, where you just wanted to be on this side of the 4, to where you can easily just bring your cue ball back and then have a straight-in shot on your 9. But instead, you screwed up on your position and you ended up on the wrong side. So now, you're like this, and you can't just simply draw back and get to the 9 anymore. And the reason pool players hate this shot is to get a good shot on this 9, you need to go all the way around the table. Now I'm just going to blindly hit this real quick. And we went the route that we needed to go. But notice how many pockets it came close to. So I'm going to shoot that again, and I'm going to count how many pockets it came close to if it doesn't scratch. 1, 2. 2 pockets right there. So we got our perfect position, just like that. But we came close to scratching in 2 different pockets, and we were real close to this one. So just a little bit off, and we would have scratched in that one. So we're close to the side. So if we put any backspin, we're going to come closer to that side. And we can also scratch in this side right here. And another problem that pool players have with this shot is they don't hit it hard enough. They just float it in and try to get that speed. And now you've left yourself with a tougher shot than if you would have just rolled it in. You have to play one of those, like a bunch of right spin, one of those tough cut shots like that. So, you need to practice this on your table. Practice is the only way you can get these down. You need to see what angle you'll have coming off of this 4. If this 4 were more up here, this is where you would start to get worried because of that scratch into the side. So the closer the 4 is to this rail, or the closer the ball is, it doesn't have to be the 4. The closer it is to this rail is the closer it will be to this rail, and the closer it will be to this pocket. You cannot do this shot if you don't have enough angle. Look where the cue ball will go. Okay, we would have barely made that if we came off of this rail. But you see how it came close to that pocket. If we hit this rail, our hopes are over. So you need to practice this on your own table. Hit it at right speed. It's top right spin, or top whatever spin the opposite spin you're going in the direction of. You can go for either side of the 9. And you just need to practice it until you get that good speed to where you get this nice shot on your 9 ball. Another shot that pool players hate but need to know are these long cuts. These long cuts, let's see how I can do this. Yeah, let's do like this. So we want to cut this 9 in. We have 2 options. We could cut it or we could go for the bank. But let's say we're not good at banking or we don't get lucky like that. And we just scratched, I think. Yeah, we just scratched. So that obviously was not a very successful attempt. You never want to rely on luck in a game. So, usually the shot players struggle with is when there's a tad bit of an angle right here, and this is close to the rail. So we're going to put that around there and leave our cue ball here. And what a lot of people do, they just get down, and again, they just fire at it. And see, well, we got lucky with that side again. But our cue ball almost scratched in the side, and we, again, relied on luck, and you never want to rely on luck. So you need to take your time with this shot, because look how close the cue ball comes to each pocket. If we don't have left spin on our cue ball, look how it comes down here. And if we have that left spin, we have the possibility of scratching here, here. If we hit it harder, we have the possibility of scratching here. And so this works with a variety of different angles. You need to make sure you don't you need to compensate for your side spin. Don't shoot it with any side spin unless you know you're going to scratch. Because if I shoot it with left spin, look how full it hits the 9. Because of that squirt and deflection. It hits the 9 really full because when you hit that cue ball on the left, see how it squirts off to the right instead of going straight? So it'll always go to that right side. Another problem people have with this shot is they hit it too thick. They hit it too thick, like that, exactly like that. Because what they're doing is they are aiming for the middle of the pocket. Look, right here's the middle of the pocket. So I'm going to aim for right there. Would you agree with me that's the middle of the pocket? You would, because look at there, it's the middle of the pocket. So if we aim for the middle of the pocket, look what happens. So we need to overcut it. We're thinking for the middle of the pocket, but we really need to aim for the opening of the pocket, which is right here. So we need to cut it to right there so it just rolls right in. So don't undercut it just because you think you're aiming for the middle of the pocket. Make sure you compensate for your side spin and watch out for the scratches when you do the shot. I know it's a lot to think about, but as you practice these shots, again, muscle memory, most important part of pool. You need to shoot every shot over and over and over again until it's embedded into your brain and you know how to shoot it. Once your eyes see it, your brain takes over and your body does a shot and you will make it. So on this video, this is the shot you really need to pay attention to. This is probably one of the pool terrors. This is the shot you never want to be faced with. This is what it looks like. So your 9 ball is close to the side, but it's a little bit in front of it. It's a little in front. So we can't just pocket it into the side because it'll hit that little point right there. So we can't pocket it in the side. So we have to go for that corner. We have to go for the corner. Watch what happens to our cue ball when we hit it. It automatically scratches. Automatically. So you need to find a way to get out of this situation. There's 2 different options. It depends on where that 9 ball is placed. If the 9 ball is real close to this point and you have more of an angle, see if we can do this. What we can try to do is hit with top spin really slow, and that'll bounce us off of that point right there. That'll bounce us off of the point and it keeps our cue ball from scratching. If you have less of an angle and your 9 ball is further out from the rail, what you can do is hit real like snappy, like snap your wrist. Don't hit hard, but focus on putting a lot of spin on the ball, I guess is what I'm trying to say. and quickly pull that ball back. Quickly pull it back to right here. All it is just a snap of the wrist. It's about 2 fingers on the back of your cue, and it's just a little bit below center on your cue ball. And let me show you where I'm talking about if I can find the IQ. So one of these balls on here. So the first shot we're hitting just straight above center, and the second shot we were hitting way below center. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please click the like button down below. If you want to be notified when I post a new video, you can click the subscribe button and then the bell icon right next to it. That'll just send you an email and a notification saying that I've uploaded a new video. If you guys are interested in the IQ training ball, this is a great cue ball. It's a good choice for practicing that muscle memory I was talking about throughout this video. So this is what you need to get to practice your muscle memory. You can get this at iqclinic.com. That's ICUECLINIC.com. Great purchase. It's only about $25. And some of that is donated to the Boys and Girls Club of America, so that is a great purchase for you, and it's a charitable act. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.